Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California. And welcome to another Planting with Jewelyn. Yesterday I filmed 6 Planting with Jewelyns and I thought I was done with all of my planting for whatever I wanted to plant up before I head to Las Vegas in 2 days. But apparently there were 2 senecios that were hiding, and actually both of them I had in my collection at one point, and I totally just kind of skipped over them. So with that being said, it is a new day and here's another bonus Planting with Jewelyn, at least for now. Don't worry, there will be more Planting with Jewelyns in the future, but just for now my goal was to plant up all of my recent purchases before I head out of town for a week. I'm very fascinated with senecios and I love collecting them. I love trailing plants, so being able to collect trailing succulents is also a very fun thing for me to search while I am plant shopping in all of my come with me adventures. I will show you my original trailing wax ivy, and as you can see it's pretty established, and for Las Vegas I've never seen this plant ever being sold in any retail spaces there. It's coming more readily available in certain places around California in my area, so it's not as rare as it was say last year when I purchased this, and I absolutely love this. There's so many ways that you can style this. Ideally I would love to have it on a hanging basket kind of trailing down, but right now it's just kind of growing up of my little kitchen island window, my one window in my studio. And I recently repurchased, because I could easily just buy a really big plant like this, which I see now people are selling in retail spaces, but I decided to just get a small one, and I thought it would be pretty similar in color for me to gang them up together in one planter and add this one in, but they're 2 totally separate shades of green. My original purchase from last year is on the lighter green and this one is on the darker. The Senecio macroglossus, or the wax ivy, is super fun to just watch them grow. I know there's blooms that come from it, but mine have never bloomed, so I would like to plant that up. And let's go ahead and plant it up in this white ice cream planter. When I'm looking at my readily available planters that I have left after the 6 planting videos, I don't have much, so hopefully in the future when this does get bigger I will replant it into a bigger planter, but for now I'm going to see if it likes living in this little ice cream planter, and we'll probably place this. I'm trying to think, I would love to have these 2 kind of in the same area, but we'll see. I'll let this live maybe in my patio for now in the shade and see how well. I know this particular plant likes to trail up, or you can just have it cascade down. It's kind of your preference. So glad I was able to get that one planted up. Poor thing, it was hiding actually by my fountain yesterday, and I totally forgot that I got another repurchased senecio. So here is another repurchased senecio, and this one is for me also rare. I've never really seen this plant for sale. I think maybe in one nursery on the way going down to San Diego in the San Juan Capistrano area or San Carlos area, but I've never seen it really available anywhere else. I purchased my original one in Pasadena over a year ago. It was not this big. It was actually maybe a little smaller than this, and there was no caudex to it, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the weather, I'm not too sure, but the plant did not survive under my care, probably from me traveling. So when I seen this in my recent plant adventures, I decided to purchase it. It was the only one, and it was kind of hidden. It was like one of those plants where it was hidden amongst other plants, and because I knew the rarity of the plant, and I always like to try to repurchase the plant up to 3 times if I have it die under my care. I'll do 3 times. After 3 times then I'll just say it's okay, and I'll just admire it from afar. A year later I come across it and find it. So take a look at the way how it's growing. This thing must be so old. and it kind of has like a Caldex bulb to it. Take a look at the way how it's growing. So this is pretty established, because my original one literally was just one small trail like this, and I was already impressed then, and I was so excited to have another rare senecio in my collection, and unfortunately it didn't make it. Senecio oxyrefolius, correct me if I'm pronouncing this ID wrong, is very interesting and fun to collect. If you guys are interested in senecios and you come across this one, purchase it. I love the way how it trails. So it's kind of interesting how this one is growing like a bush versus the one that I had was long and traily. And we'll see how this one does in my space. I'm just gonna put it right into here, and I hope this plant enjoys being in my space, because I hate to lose this because of weather or me not looking after it. But senecios for the most part are very easy. I'm kind of interested to see how easy it is to propagate from this plant. I would never touch from this plant, but senecios like string of pearls, string of bananas, string of dolphins, those senecios are very easy to propagate. But I'm trying to think, like, how would you propagate this plant? Be interesting to see someone else propagate from theirs. I would not touch mine though. Cool thing about these senecios, besides the rarity of it and just the interesting shape, it is native to one of my favorite places in the world, South Africa, and it is native to Mozambique, which is one place I would love to go in the future. A fair amount of Africa, from north, central, and south. I love every single part of Africa. I would definitely live in Africa in a heartbeat. It's one of my favorite places in the world. If you haven't watched my vlog channel, the Travel with Jewelyn series, you see me adventuring all over Africa. So I would be interested to see these two senecios growing in the wild in South Africa, and one day if I do make it to Mozambique, I would like to see these growing in the wild. So plant it up. I think the choices that I made with the planters that I have available works well for now. Ideally, I would like to maybe, no, I'm looking at it now. I really like the pop of cobalt blue and the green foliage, and I like the variegated against the white, which is kind of the same theme I got going on for my original one. I'll give it up to 3 times and see how well it does in my space. And I'm learning. I'm always constantly learning where plants do better in my studio, in my patio, in the front of my home, or in my bathroom. But senecios for the most part thrive in my patio, as I'm looking at my string of hooks, which is absolutely stunning. I sat down and planted because I just feel like I'm hanging out with you guys if I'm sitting. So here is my beautiful repurchased senecios, my Macroglossus variegata, and my, I always keep forgetting how to pronounce this one, oxyrefolius. I love these two, and I hope I do justice with my repurchase baby. And let's see if the colors change and the intensity of the green. If it does start looking the same, I'm gonna put them together, and I would love to have like a big planter filled with these variegated wax ivies. So let us in the comments down below if this is a common plant where you live, or is it rare? And if you collect senecios, do you have this particular plant in your collection? That'd be something interesting to see in the comments. And one thing I love doing with my Planting with Jewelyn series is doing a plant friend shout out. I love being able to read your comments every day. They really fill my heart. And know my grandma reads all of your comments, and usually she would be the one doing the plant friend shout out if she's here, but she's not. But I know she's watching, so let's go ahead and do another plant friend shout out. This one is going to Mariko, or Mariko, which is my Japanese name. I know she watches both of the channels. She says here, any clean with me or organization is soothing. Love before and after. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I love doing the clean with me series. I like doing the clean with me series prepping for plant tours, which I do every quarter. Enjoyed a bonus Planting with Jewelyn featuring my rare senecios. I just totally forgot about them yesterday when I was doing the 6 Planting with Jewelyn videos. I probably would have planted them up in my first Planting with Jewelyn video of the 6 with my succulents, because they are succulent babies. but it's okay. I get to do a separate rare senecio planting with Jewelyn, and hopefully I will do better with this one. This is not in the best condition. As you can see, there is some browning on certain parts of this plant, so I'm gonna give it a nice water now because I'm not too sure when this was last watered. So let's do that. And hopefully it enjoys living in my space with the rest of the plant babies. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads between the main channel Monday through Thursday and the vlog channel Friday through Sunday. You get a video each and every day. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye!